Beachbody, Beachbody, Beachbody all the time, um, I'm talking a lot about my life, about my family. There's things that I'm very passionate about in addition to Beachbody. And so it's just a matter of not giving up on things just because it gets hard. And I guess, I don't know, is there more you want me to expand on, Emma?
No, I think that's awesome. Like, I love everything that you said. And um, I love too that you were like, I was doing P90X and I didn't know what it said to be a coach, but I didn't know what that was at the end of the commercial, because that's how I was too. And I think we have to remember that there's other people in that spot where they don't know. You know what I mean? So don't ever just assume that like other people know, because they don't. And it's been really awesome to watch you grow and like hear your story, because I actually, to be honest, I forgot about some of the things that you went through. And you know, to think about where you were and where you're at today is really cool. And last year, Jessica said, I'm getting my own place. And she talked about that. And we were sitting there eating pizza with Greg and this girl, Jamie, who's still a coach, by the way. But anyway, she told us, that is my goal. Like, and it's happening for her right now. And she's moving into her own place. And it's amazing that how much your life could change in a whole year when you just decide to work on yourself and not give up. And like she said, there's roller coaster, but life is a roller coaster sometimes, you guys. And it's easy to, say, well, it's because I'm a coach. No, it's not because you're a coach. Like, that does not make you a different person. All it means is that you have a tool that you can help other people. Like, it's easy to say, oh, well, because this adversity happened to me, I'm not worthy of anything and I should just go hide in the corner. And no, you shouldn't. And I love your story, because there's so many things that you've gone through, the breakup, the DWI thing, having to move into your parents, like as an adult, like you've gone through all these things, but you've overcome all those things. And I don't know, there's like a quote out there that's like, it's not what you've been through, but it's how you deal with the things that you've gone through, and you've dealt with things really gracefully. So that's awesome. So I'll let Jen talk a little bit, and thank you.
Thank you. I think you unmuted me. Okay, awesome. So this is just a really perfect call for me right now, because I have been experiencing such lows lately, and just hearing all of your stories, and just between Marianne and you, Jess, like, it's just awesome to be like, okay, we're human beings. We go through highs, we go through lows, and it's just how we get through it. And it's crazy, but I love like true stories, and I love it sounds so crazy, movies that are based on true stories. And I just randomly decided while I was doing dishes this morning to pick a random movie that was like an inspirational movie. And I picked this movie called 1,000-to-1, which is about Corey Wyson, a basketball player. And I literally only got into the first 10 minutes, but the first 10 minutes were inspirational enough. Actually, it was like 20, 25 minutes. And then my boys needed a play date. So they're actually outside playing with my neighbor right now. So anyway, the really cool thing about that movie is the guy says to his girlfriend, who's struggling writing a paper for college at the time, this is before he even has a stroke. And he's supposed to be like a starting point guard, but they're kind of like guiding him that way to be a starting point guard of this basketball team. But it's not going to happen for a year. So he's going to have to push himself for a year. Well, little does he know that in a week from talking to his girlfriend, he's going to have to eat his words that he shares with her. What he shares with her is, you know, it's not about the cards you're dealt. And I know all of you have heard this before. It's about how you react to it. And it's because bad things are going to happen. And my heart, like, I literally started tearing up hearing, Jess, about your brother. I cannot even imagine, like, not only someone dying, but knowing that they felt that sad about their lives that they wanted to take it. And that breaks my heart to even think that anyone ever should have to go through that kind of sorrow and that kind of pain. And, you know, so basically what I'm trying to say with that is, no matter the low, it's how you react that is going to really make all the difference. And I didn't really plan on sharing that, but that's something I learned in my personal development, which happened to be a movie, while I'm doing my dishes this morning. The 3 things that I wrote down that have really changed my life in being a coach is accountability. Number 1 would be accountability. Okay, like if you think that you're accountable and change, like in those challenge groups with your coach, it's a whole lot more accountability when you are the person that everybody's looking to post and to do that, because it's easy to kind of like fall back out of the crowd. But it's so important that you don't, and that you are real with them. And like, I am real with my challenge group that I'm going through right now. I'm like, you know, I've been really sick lately and I haven't been doing good with the workouts, but I'm making a change. I'm drinking a gallon of water a day and I'm not going to miss a workout. And I need you guys to help me stay accountable. So ask me when I'm not posting. And, you know, and it almost putting the ball in their court too, but then it's also, it helps me saying it, because then I am more likely to do it when I say it. Not only with workouts does it hold me accountable, but emotionally, and how it holds me accountable. Because like I said, the last couple days have been extremely emotional. I was fighting back tears at church because I was feeling very burdened by a lot of things that I'm going through. And I felt like on Monday, I could have just slipped away and like kind of disappeared from the world. Okay, it's my Tuesday, okay, so sorry for those of you still on Monday. I feel like I almost could have just slipped away for a week and probably gained 8 pounds stress eating, and probably just kind of, just went away from the world. But I have a challenge group that I'm running, and I'm like, I can't ignore them. And then I have people on Facebook that when I don't post are like, are you alive? Like, are you over there in Guam still? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm still here. I'm still, I don't feel like talking right now, but I'm still here. But, you know, but what was crazy was last night, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to message a couple people that said yes to challenge packs. I thought they actually purchased it. And when I went on, I was like, oh, it doesn't show that it's purchased. Oh, well, I purchased it. 2 people told me they purchased challenge packs that didn't actually purchase them. So I finally was like, I'll follow up one more time. And both of them are purchasing today before like the end of like June, before it ends tomorrow. And I really hope that they continue, like they actually follow through. But I really think they will. I know their lives have been crazy. So accountability. Another thing is comfort zone, real quick. And I have definitely become more fearless and more out of my comfort zone. I read Go for No, and a lot of people know that I shared that after reading that book, I literally put it down and went and cut my boy's hair, because that was a fear that I didn't want to like overcome. And I thought, if I don't do it now, right after I read this book, I'm never going to do it, because I have such a determination to do it. So I did it, and it turned out great. And I just recently cut their hair again, and it's getting better. Like, it's not perfect, but it's not eventually maybe I'll get there. And also my husband really loves homemade stuff, like homemade rolls, homemade bread and stuff like that. I'm like, bread's my weakness. Please do not make me make bread. But my thing is, me and dough do not mix. I suck at it. And when Marianne shared with me the Greek yogurt and the self-rising flour thing, I was like, I just have to do this. And it went well. It went really well. The second time it didn't go well, but it was because I got the wrong yogurt. But my point in this is, my mom has signature crescent rolls that is like her secret recipe. And she handed it out to her sisters. I've asked all of her sisters, so how did you do it? Did you do it? They're all afraid. They don't want to mess them up. They don't want to do it. Well, I made them this week, and I'll have to post a picture, but I posted it to my like family group, and I messaged everybody. I was like, I made the rolls, and they taste like mom's rolls. They don't even taste like second best. I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom, but they're pretty amazing. And I was so happy about that. But I would have never done that before. I wouldn't have. I know that is another way that it's changed. And the last one is personal development. I'm more intentional about it. I realize now that when you're a leader, you have to be intentional about your personal development. You can't just like fall into, I don't know, the cracks between the cracks, and you can't just disappear because there's people looking to you, there's people watching you. And I did go for no. I read my Bible. I have several books that like, I think Is Captivating is one, and A Woman and Her God. Ones that are more like empowering. A Woman and Her God is really empowering for like a woman, because I don't know if any of you have grown up in church, but sometimes women are really like pushed down. But this book like really is about like the empowering of women, because they always are like, oh, women submit and like all this other stuff. And it's a lot like that. So shh, I know this is recorded. You better not find it. So anyways, he and other men can kind of get that wrong angle of it. Yes, we need to be like submissive to them, but like we are not like, oh, you're like a piece of meat on the ground. Like, no. And God did not intend us to be that way. So A Woman and Her God is awesome because it shows like how God intended for women and how he uses women as examples all through the Bible as awesome leaders and as the ones that teach the men the lessons. Okay, I'm sounding a little bit like a feminist here, but it's okay because I'm really not. So, and then the last thing is I love YouTube. And that is another part of personal development. Anytime Marianne shares anything like, oh, I just watched this is awesome, I watch hers. I watch, like, Marianne, you have like 1,000 videos. I subscribe to her on YouTube, and I watch them when I'm like, I want to just smile and I want to be excited about something. I will watch them, and I watch Leanne, and I watch Rhonda, and I also just find random people that, like, if you Google just about anything, it will come up. Like, how do I be happy on a Monday? You get funny videos on that when you Google that. So anyway, I say all that to say that is how coaching has really changed my life. And just so you guys know, I've only been coaching for like 3 months. So, and really not coaching. It's been kind of just, relaxed kind of coaching. So yeah, that's about it. I've talked a lot.
That's awesome. I love hearing your guys' stories. So one thing that I would love is if we could all post one YouTube video, at least one a week, to our little team page that has helped us, and might as well post it on Team Dynamo because that might help somebody too. I think that would be really cool because I do believe that when you give to others, it makes you feel good. And I think that we should just all commit to that, is finding one good YouTube video, and it could be about anything that has helped you, and then share it with others, because I love that idea. Sarah, if you can, tell us one thing, like one awesome thing about anything that you want to share with us, because I love hearing from you.
One awesome thing. Let me think. I mean, I did kind of want to say, so especially when Jen was talking, I was thinking about like all of her personal development and everything. And until I became a Beachbody coach, I never did any of that. You know, I'd read and all of that, but I never really did anything to, I guess, help myself grow. And ever since I started that, I convinced my company to pay for me to go through a leadership course, and they did. And so that was awesome. And like the stuff that I got from that, I mean, it was a little more like, I guess, corporate related, but like a lot of it translated really well. And I've even just noticed like in my dealings with customers and other people around the office, they're just like, oh, like they just notice a change. And so it's just like, just doing the personal development and everything through Beachbody has kind of like pushed me into other stuff in my, you know, normal day job. And so it's been kind of cool how they kind of like mold together.
That is so awesome. And Sarah has she's a really great resource for books and leadership tools. And I think that's amazing. So thank you for sharing that. I don't know if Tessa or Carrie could talk, but if not, it's no big deal. I just appreciate you guys so much. I kind of need your guys' help with suggestions to help newer coaches, because I don't really know like coach basics or whatever. Like I just need some suggestions on what you guys think would be a good way to help like teach other people, because I think sometimes it can be really overwhelming. So if you guys have any suggestions for me, that would be awesome. I would appreciate it, because I just don't know. And Jen, thank you for saying you watch me on YouTube. I feel like I've been doing these 15-second videos, but I feel like I can't get all my words out unless I do an actual video. So I might consider doing more videos, but I don't know. But I just appreciate you guys, and you're all awesome leaders. You're all like the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. So I love you. Keep being amazing. And I will see you guys on Facebook.